Signs that someone close to you secretly hates you. Carl Jung, the feeling you can't explain. Have you ever been around someone who seems perfectly nice, says all the right things, even smiles at you, but something just feels off? Like there's an invisible tension. You can't prove it, and you can't explain it. But deep down, your gut is screaming that something isn't right. According to Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in modern psychology, that feeling might not be random at all. Jung believed that each of us carries a hidden side, a psychological shadow, full of the emotions we reject or try to hide, like envy, resentment, or even hatred. And sometimes, when someone harbors secret negative feelings about you, their shadow starts to leak through in subtle but unmistakable ways. So, how can you tell if someone close to you secretly hates you? Here are 8 powerful signs, backed by psychology, that reveal what their words are hiding. If you recognize even one, pay attention, because what you don't see might hurt you the most. Sign number 1. Jokes that cut deeper than they should. It always starts harmless. They make a sarcastic comment, you laugh along, maybe nervously, but later you realize that joke hit a little too close to home. They know your insecurities, your weak spots, the things you're sensitive about, and somehow, those always seem to be the punchline of their humor. But when you call it out, they smile and say, "Relax, I was just joking." Except, it's not just once, it's every time. Jung believed that the shadow often reveals itself not through direct attacks, but through small, repeated behaviors. Sarcasm and biting humor are one of the safest ways to hide hostility in plain sight. And if their jokes consistently leave you feeling belittled, humiliated, or second-guessing yourself, that's not humor, that's contempt in disguise. Sign number 2. When help comes with hidden sabotage. They act supportive, they offer help, they even seem like they're rooting for you. Until things start going well. Then, they forget to pass along an important message. They give advice that quietly steers you in the wrong direction. Or they make a small mistake at the worst possible time. Once, maybe it's just an accident. Twice, still possible. But if it keeps happening, and always when you're close to achieving something, that's not coincidence. That's sabotage wearing a friendly face. Jung noted that when people feel insecure about their own failures, they may unconsciously try to pull others down just to avoid feeling inferior. So they don't come at you directly. They just quietly set roadblocks and smile while they do it. Sign number 3. They celebrate you until you win. Ever notice how some people are only supportive when you're struggling, but the moment you succeed, they change? Suddenly they're distant, cold, uninterested. Or worse, they jump in to one-up you. "Oh, you got that promotion? Yeah, I did something similar last year." You tell them something you're proud of, and they immediately shift the spotlight to themselves. This is classic silent competition, a type of unspoken rivalry that's fueled by envy. They can't stand to see you shine, because your success reminds them of everything they haven't achieved. So, they find subtle ways to steal the moment, downplay your accomplishments, or make it about them. If someone can't genuinely celebrate your wins, they might not want you to have them in the first place. Sign number 4. The mask of fake support. Support isn't just what people say, it's how they show up, especially when it matters. Think about the last time something big happened in your life. A major goal, a big success, or even a tough situation. Were they there? Did they care? Someone who secretly dislikes you won't be obvious about it. They might still send a text. They might say, "Congrats," or "That sucks," but it feels empty. There's no excitement, no real emotion, no presence when it counts. Over time, the pattern becomes clear. They're always busy, tired, or didn't see the message, but somehow always available for someone else. According to Jung, this emotional detachment may come from deep dissociation, a form of self-protection for people who can't handle connection without control. In simple terms, they don't actually want to be close. They just want to keep appearances. Sign number 5. Caring or controlling. Some people don't criticize you to hurt you. They criticize you because they care. They tell you how to live, what to wear, who to date, what job to take. And when you push back, they act offended. I'm just trying to help. But here's the truth. Real support empowers you. Fake support tries to control you. The key is in how they make you feel. Do their words leave you feeling more confident or more doubtful, more independent or more dependent? Carl Jung believed that control often comes from a fear of inner chaos. People who can't manage their own instability will try to manage others, to create the illusion of order. So if their help always leaves you feeling weaker, it may not be help at all. Sign number 6. What they say when you're not around. Sometimes the hostility isn't aimed directly at you, but behind your back. If your relationships start to shift, if people around you suddenly act cold, distant, or suspicious, there's a chance someone is poisoning the well. They might be spreading subtle rumors, twisting your words, casting doubt on your character without ever confronting you directly. Why? Because direct conflict requires courage, and secret resentment thrives in silence. Jung explained that people who can't confront their own flaws often project them onto others, and one of the easiest ways to do that is through gossip. So if you're sensing distance from others, or if your reputation seems to change without explanation, don't ignore it. Someone might be rewriting your story when you're not in the room. Sign number 7. The look that says it all. Words can lie, but the body rarely does. Sometimes the truth is right there, in the way they look at you, the way they smile, or the way they go quiet when you speak. Pay attention to eyes that shift away the moment you talk about something good, smiles that don't reach the eyes, a stiff, awkward energy when they're pretending to be happy for you, subtle tension in their body language when you walk into the room. These things may seem small, but Jung believed the unconscious always reveals itself, especially through nonverbal cues. Someone can fake words, but they can't fake their vibe. If your gut is picking up discomfort or coldness, there's a reason. You don't need hard evidence to trust your instincts. Sign number 8. Patterns that tell the real story. Anyone can have a bad day. Anyone can make a sarcastic comment or forget to reply to a message. But when it becomes a pattern, repeated sarcasm, repeated gossip, repeated silence, it's no longer just personality, it's personal. Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." People who secretly resent you will rarely confront you, but they will act out, over time, in subtle, repeated ways. And if you keep ignoring those signs, you might find yourself staying close to someone who quietly wants to see you fail. Conclusion: don't ignore what you feel. Here's the hardest truth. Some people hate you, not because of what you've done, but because of what you represent. Maybe you remind them of what they didn't achieve, or maybe your confidence shines a light on their own self-doubt. In many cases, it has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with the battles they haven't fought within themselves. Carl Jung's shadow theory reminds us that what's hidden isn't harmless. People project their pain, their shame, and their envy, and it shows in the small ways they treat you. So if you felt that something's off, it probably is. If you've seen these signs, they're not random. And if your instinct says they secretly hate you, listen to it. Conclusion: don't ignore what you feel. Here's the hardest truth. Some people hate you, not because of what you've done, but because of what you represent. Maybe you remind them of what they didn't achieve, or maybe your confidence shines a light on their own self-doubt. In many cases, it has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with the battles they haven't fought within themselves. Carl Jung's shadow theory reminds us that what's hidden isn't harmless. People project their pain, their shame, and their envy, and it shows in the small ways they treat you. So if you felt that something's off, it probably is. If you've seen these signs, they're not random. And if your instinct says they secretly hate you, listen to it, because behind the smile, the jokes, and the fake support, the truth always finds a way to show itself. And here's the part most people ignore. It's not always the loud enemies that hurt you. It's the quiet ones, The ones who smile, stay close, and secretly hope you fail. Carl Jung taught us that the darkness we refuse to face in ourselves always finds its way out. So when someone's words don't match their energy, believe the energy. Trust your instincts, watch for the patterns, and above all, protect your peace. If this video hit close to home, you're not alone, and you're not crazy for noticing the signs. There's power in awareness. And if you want more content that dives deep into the mind, relationships, and human nature, you know what to do. Subscribe, comment, share, and check out the next video. The truth goes deeper than you think.